Hollywood's bustin' loose, bustin' loose.
Your Hollywood Local is brought to you by Sunrise Buick.
We're back with you and glad about it. Yes, it's time for Your Hollywood Local, where you get news and views from Tinseltown to your town each and every week. Hi, I'm your host, Jazzy Rita, with a big thank you for tuning in. And thanks to our sponsor, Logan Westbrook's Productions. On today's show, we'll feature Jay King, who's one of the artists featured in the book, The Anatomy of the Music Industry. We'll also have some life or death questions for Michael Douglas, Leon Thomas, and more. And before I forget, Your Hollywood Local is presented in partnership with EURweb.com, home of the Electronic Urban Report. Now let's kick off our show with a double whammy. Here's a peek at the Ron Howard flick, Solo, a Star Wars story, starring Woody Harrelson and Tandy Newton. It's actually based on characters created by George Lucas, and the other film snippet is from Ocean's 8.
You're after something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else? You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together a crew.
I'm a driver, and I'm a flyer. I waited a long time for a shot like this. What do you think? Well, what do you know?
You got a line on a ship?
Yeah, I know a guy. He's the best smuggler around.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true.
Everything you've heard about me is true.
L3!
Let go of the mean man's face.
Who are these guys? If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
You might want to buckle up, baby.
Here they come! Let me give you some advice. Assume everyone will betray you, and you will never be disappointed.
I got a really good feeling about this.
Since when do you know how to fly?
190 years old? You look great.
Push it! So glad we took this job!
Good afternoon, Miss Ocean. As you know, parole is a privilege.
It's a mistake, but it happened. And if I were to be released, I would I would just want the simple life. I just want to hold down a job, make some friends, pay my bills.
Even if this was possible, you'd need 20 people.
7 people.
Why do you need to do this?
Because it's what I'm good at. How long would it take you to make 7 pieces of jewelry?
5 or 6 hours.
How long if I told you you didn't have to live with your mother anymore?
इसलिए तुम्हारे पास कोई पति नहीं है. Less.
What's your name? Name Ball. What's your real name?
8 Ball.
I'm gonna be really poor.
What if we could make all this go away?
Can I get my watch back, please? And hers as well?
Sorry.
It's okay.
I am with my family. I told you not.
Come in your garage. Do you want me to tell you how big the job is?
No, I'm out.
I'm gonna tell you how big the job is.
I'll be back before you know it.
Can I come with you?
This is Mommy's very special work trip.
weeks, the Met will be hosting its annual ball. And we are going to rob it. Not the ball itself.
On the neck of Daphne Kluger.
Valued at over $100 million.
$150 million, actually.
Revenge. It's a twofer.
Do not run a job in a job.
Taylor Swift? Can't we just go to this? Do we have to steal stuff?
Yes.
Is it genetic? Are the whole family like this?
Literally.
Whoa, talk about she power. Kate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Sandra Bullock, and even Rihanna are among the stars in Ocean's 8. Today's box office is tomorrow's favorite streaming movie, right in the palm of your hand. I mean, who would have guessed it? Next up, we have the stars of a drama that deals with mortality. It's called Flatliners, and you can watch it anytime on Amazon Prime. Flatliners shows what happens when some medical students decide to experiment with the afterlife. Here's a glimpse of the stars: Kiersey Clemons, Leon Thomas, Ellen Page, Catfish Jean, and Michael Douglas. So, have they ever had a near-death experience? Thanks to EUR Web, we'll find out.
I just wanna flatline. Maybe this is all my fault, but I just wanna flatline. I just wanna flatline. Maybe we going too far. Too long. Flatline.
Did you watch the original film?
I did. I watched it once we already were in Toronto, and I wasn't going to necessarily until after, because I didn't want to subconsciously inspire myself. But once we were referring to it a little bit, and we have a few nods, and obviously Kiefer's in the movie, so I figured I should probably do my job.
What happens to us after we die? The only way to find out is to see for ourselves. We could document that experience.
Did you see a white light? It was more like pure energy.
How is she playing the piano now?
It's like her brain's been rewired.
I'm going next.
Charging 200.
It's a good day to die.
Clear.
Everyone I touch today, I'm gonna heal.
So now wake me.
3 minutes. Jamie only did 2. What can I say? We're competitive.
I'm going next. 5 minutes.
7 minutes.
No one's ever come back from that.
Have you ever had a near-death experience, or anyone you know?
I haven't.
I choked on lasagna once, and I literally thought I was gonna die. Like, the cheese was so long, it was like here and out my mouth, and I swear to you, I thought I was gonna die. And that's the closest near-death experience.
We're glad you didn't die.
Yeah, I'm alive, and I haven't had lasagna in a long time.
Flatliners. Flatliners. Flatliners.
Were you into science and science fiction as a kid?
Yeah, I was for sure. You know, I loved Star Wars and Jurassic Park, and so I've always been a big fan of these, taking contemporary reality and putting this twist on it.
I was kind of a nerd, and then I had to jump out because I started playing football and getting into acting, so I had to act cool.
I was not into science fiction. I was into comedy stuff. I don't think I really much more, I feel like I'm in such the sci-fi realm a little bit when it comes to acting, and I enjoy being in it, but I think about stuff too much to be doing sci-fi, and this isn't real. I can't do it.
Something is happening to us. I think I'm going crazy.
Maybe we opened the door.
Something is coming for us.
Something I did. Something I did. There!
Defense just not stabilizing.
This experiment needs to end right now.
Wake up. I should have told you this wasn't about science or discovery.
On Flatliners, you know, we got a real opportunity here to kind of repent. In other words, before dying, maybe have a better chance to go somewhere else by making up for the mistakes we made in our real life.
It feels like watching one movie at the beginning, and then by the time you get to the end, it's like a completely different genre altogether. I don't want to give away too much, but just trust me, go see it.
I just want a flat line. Maybe we going too far. Too long. Flat line.
South Central Buick GMC division made the challenge, sell 1,000 cars and trucks in April. Sunrise Buick GMC accepted. Hundreds of additional cars and trucks were specially allocated to Sunrise for this challenge. Rebates up to $8,500 and discounts high as $8,000. Immediate financing low as 0%. Remember, Sunrise specializes in secondary financing. Sunrise's entire $6 million used car inventory, including cars and trucks under $49.95, will be part of this sale. Want a new car? Want really low payments? SunriseMemphis.com, the 1,000 car challenge. Covington Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville.
Red hot, get 'em hot, get 'em while they hot, red hot.
What hot tamale, please, sir?
When I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was.
Make that 2 hot tamales, please.
All right.
I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some.
You came up with a brilliant idea. And the boss loved it. Took it to the team, and they loved it too. The boss is getting a promotion, the company is getting recognized, and you're getting a pat on the back.
You've done it for others. Now it's time to do it for you. This is your game-changing moment. This book shows you how.
What if you could learn from experts who have impacted the careers of Prince, Mary J. Blige, Janet Jackson, Sade, Nelly, Kirk Franklin, and many more? If you've got superstar talent, get superstar insight. Dr. Logan H. Westbrooks has compiled the new book, The Anatomy of the Music Industry.
Keep what you got until you get what you need, y'all.
The Anatomy of the Music Industry is available at Amazon.com. The Anatomy of the Music Industry. Handle your business, or someone else will.
Welcome back to Your Hollywood Local. I'm Marita Shelby, and you can call me Jazzy Rita. And we always celebrate African American history makers, no matter what month of the year it is. Now, this guy happens to be a history maker and a personal friend. He is Jay King, writer, producer, and founder of the group Club Nouveau. Jay King was one of the youngest R&B stars to own his own label back in the day, and in 1986, after a break from Timex Social Club, he founded Club Nouveau, along with his sister Valerie Watson and Samuel Prater. Jay put Sacramento on the map for soul music. His homies Denzel Foster and Thomas McElroy wrote and produced hits for the girl group En Vogue. But at the center of the mix was Jay King, a great performer and a smart businessman who is also featured in The Anatomy of the Music Industry. Jay celebrated with us when we launched the book. Here's a few words of wisdom from Jay, as well as a Your Hollywood Local throwback from Club Nouveau.
Hi, my name is Jay King. I'm with Club Nouveau. I'm here in Hollywood for the book signing for Mr. Logan Westbrook for The Anatomy of the Music Industry. And I am honored to be part of the book. The way I was started was my group, the Timex Social Club. I did a song called Rumors, strictly independent. Sold 3.5 million records. We were the first R&B group in the modern record business to take an independent record without a major label, without major distribution, and go to 1 million sales. We did a 3.5 million. We were a #1 record for 4 weeks in Billboard. We were top 10 on the pop charts, and we defied everything that the industry said could happen at that time. Up until us, when hip-hop artists released records, and anybody released a record independently in the urban market, it was only regionally that they became hits, and then major labels would pick them up. In our case, we became a national hit, and we never sold out to the majors. So by the time I went to Warner Brothers, it was on my terms, the way I wanted to do it, and it was because of the power that a hit record gave me as an independent and an entrepreneur. Well, today's music empire builders can learn from the trailblazers. See, what happens is we forget our history. Often we don't go back to the history because we say, well, that was then, that was the old way. But the Lee Baileys, the Logan Westbrooks, even guys like myself, we were foundation builders. And so if you go back to who built the foundation, if you understand the history, you'll actually be able to see the future, because all history does is repeat itself in different ways. So there are always obstacles. There are always twists and turns that if you know history, and that's how I really function. That's why I'm able to last 30 years in the music business. I'm a historian of music. I continuously learn. There's never a time when I'm not learning or when I can't learn something new. And I think as long as you stay cutting edge and you know that you're smart enough to know how dumb you are, you'll get smarter. But right now we have a new Club Nouveau consciousness out, and it deals with with what's happening in the world today. A new J. King record called Hell and Sun is a solo project. I continue to do radio and continue to move forward. I have Karen White out working, Kathy Sledge, Cameo. So I'm continual in my quest to be great in my business.
till I'm gonna need.
Jay King has a new single out titled Helen's Son, and he continues to tour with Club Nouveau. Jay's very active on social media, so look him up on Facebook and tell him that you saw him on Your Hollywood Local. Now let's check out another Hollywood Local update.
What's poppin', what's good? I'm your host, Raya Wu, and we are here at Chuckles with Just Hilarious.
Oh, what's up, baby?
What is up? Thank you for coming out to Memphis. Yes. And you are like one of the leading ladies coming out of Baltimore. I haven't seen anybody like really come out the way that you are.
Seriously, none of us.
Yeah, so with that, how are you feeling being where you are right now?
I feel really good. I'm telling you, it's happened so fast. I started 2 years ago exactly doing skits. I only been doing stand-up for about 18 months, and it's doing good. It's increasing every day. Like, I just thank God. Seriously, I love where I am. Couldn't ask for no bigger opportunity than what I'm doing right now.
And even with that, like, you have a lot of stuff that you're going right now. You have the Wild and Out.
I got Wild and Out. You got Just with the Mess coming soon right now to y'all on cable. A lot of movie deals, but a lot of things I can't speak about right now. I just wanted to pop out there, you know what I mean? I'm on tour right now, the Just Hilarious and the Just and Them tour. I'll be hitting a lot of southern states, West Coast. I'll be back to the East Coast, but I'm from the East Coast, so I got to give these West, South Coast people something to see. I'm overseas. I'm doing a show in London pretty soon. Like, I'm just doing a lot, and I just thank God every day, yo. You know what I mean? So.
And what do you think has been the hardest part about your road to success?
The hardest part, being away from my son. To be honest with you, like, as much as I am away from my child, I don't want to do it, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be very careful when you get these type of blessings, and you gotta be, cause I used to say all the time, like, well, not used to say, but I usually say now, like, I'm tired, but you gotta be careful, cause God is constantly opening up doors and pouring out blessings, you know what I mean? So gotta be careful, but I just miss my baby. I'm tired, and sometimes I wanna go home and just curl up under him, and he's 5, but that's the man in my house. That's my baby. The hardest part is me missing my baby, that's all.
I think that's every woman's or mother's tear.
You know, it's the yeah, it is. It's really hard. I watched Tamar go through it on the Braxton show. I watched, I'm pretty sure Beyonce goes through it with Blue. You know what I'm saying? Just, anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you have children, it's a connection. And when you're away from them, they feel that, and so do you. So that's the hardest part. But that's it. Ain't nothing else hard. I'm grateful and thankful for everything.
And what do you want your son to see later when he looks back and sees all the work that you put in? What do you want him to think?
How funny my mama was, and I'm going to be funny just like her ass. That's what I want him to see, because he's funny now. And I'm getting him into TV, so y'all ain't going to only see Just Hilarious on TV and Just with the Mess. Y'all going to see Ashton Amar James on TV, too. So get ready for that, Disney, Nickelodeon.
Get it right. And with Just with the Mess, that itself, you have to put the whole Just with the Mess tone on with it. So what do we have with the Mess coming out with Just?
Okay, well, right now, I can't really disclose any information that we have because I get it every morning at 5 a.m. So I'm so sorry. But tune in to Just Hilarious _official on IG every morning, and you'll get Just with the Mess, because my news is real. Honestly, truly. Thank you.
Make sure y'all keep up with her. She's doing great things and kind of empowering women, and we love to see that. So make sure you check that out. Thank you for tuning in, and catch you next time.
South Central Buick GMC division made the challenge, sell 1,000 cars and trucks in April. Sunrise Buick GMC accepted. Hundreds of additional cars and trucks were specially allocated to Sunrise for this challenge. Rebates up to $8,500 and discounts high as $8,000. Immediate financing low as 0%. Remember, Sunrise specializes in secondary financing. Sunrise's entire $6 million used car inventory, including cars and trucks under $49.95, will be part of this sale. Want a new car? Want really low payments? SunriseMemphis.com, the 1,000 car challenge. Covington, Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville.
You came up with a brilliant idea. And the boss loved it. Took it to the team, and they loved it too. The boss is getting a promotion, the company is getting recognized, and you're getting a pat on the back.
You've done it for others. Now it's time to do it for you. This is your game-changing moment. This book shows you how.
What if you could learn from experts who have impacted the careers of Prince, Mary J. Blige, Janet Jackson, Sade, Nelly, Kirk Franklin, and many more? If you've got superstar talent, get superstar insight. Dr. Logan H. Westbrooks has compiled the new book, The Anatomy of the Music Industry.
Keep what you got until you get what you need, y'all.
The Anatomy of the Music Industry is available at Amazon.com. The Anatomy of the Music Industry. Handle your business, or someone else will.
Red hot, get 'em while they hot, red hot.
What hot tamale pizza?
When I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was.
Make that 2 hot tamales, please.
All right. I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some.
Well, that's about it, but only for now. Before we go, we would like to hear from you. Send us an email to hollywoodlocalmedia@gmail.com or look for us on Facebook or Instagram. Much appreciation goes to our sponsors and Lee Bailey's Electronic Urban Report, as well as Raya Wooten, our local correspondent. I'm Loretta Shelby, and more stars are on the horizon, so let's make it a standing date when we get together next time on Your Hollywood Local.
Hollywood's bustin' loose, bustin' loose. Hollywood's bustin' loose, bustin' loose. Sharing what's up, what's hot, what's not, and keeping you in the flow. Letting you know just who said what because you need to know. There's fashion, hair, new music too. New flicks, new books, who's loving who. What's in, what's out, what's bustin' loose. Hollywood checking in with YOU. Hollywood's bustin' loose, bustin' loose.
Your Hollywood Local has been brought to you by Sunrise Buick.